Hello everyone, welcome back to FairlyDeterminedFM with me. My name is Chris. I hope you're all doing well. At the end of the last episode, I was struggling to find a job. We'd holidayed forward for 6 months or so. There wasn't really anything that was interesting. Napoli job came up and I thought maybe, but no. I ended up having to holiday for the entirety of last season. In the last episode, we went up to Christmas-ish and with the hope of there being something, but there wasn't really anything that sort of piqued my interest. Until the very end of the season, there were 3 jobs that came up. So the other 2 were Lille and Mainz in France and Germany. And I thought they were pretty good. And I got offers for both of those. But while I was interviewing for Lille and Mainz, Madrid also offered me an interview. And I thought, Atletico rather. If you say Madrid, do you think people know that I mean Atletico and not Real? I'm gonna say Madrid. Madrid offered me an interview. I went to that. They offered me the job. And I thought, yes, because I wanted to manage in Spain. I've never managed Atletico Madrid on any FM before. And it's always a club I quite like them. They always seem to be a bit of a disruptive force in La Liga. You know, when you got Barcelona and Real Madrid fighting out all the time for everything, and then for a little bit in the 2010s, sort of Atletico came in and were a little bit disruptive. They sort of upset the apple cart a little bit. I quite like that. Weirdly, it's not actually the end of the season yet, so luckily we've still got all the data from the past season to look at, and we've still got all the players. Obviously, we've still got all the players. There's not a lot of room in the transfer budget. We've only got £16 million and £300,000 left in the wage budget. So there's not a lot of room to manoeuvre, and there's not really anyone that I can sell for big money who I don't actually want to be using next season. So there's not a lot of room to manoeuvre. There are some changes that we need to make. We don't have a natural left back. We've got Benjamin Pavard, who can play on the left, but he's 36 years old. And we've got Thomas Lemar, who is kind of a natural left back, but he cannot tackle and he's very slow. So he's not really going to be playing at left back for us. So we definitely need a left back. I think that's where the bulk of the transfer funds this season are going to go into. The bulk of that 16 million. I'm going to have to find someone who's, older and cheaper, but still very, very good, or younger with potential to grow so that they can sort of deputise for Benjamin Pavard, who I think is going to be our first choice there for at least this season. Also, the defence generally is a little bit tired, I think. We've got 32-year-old right back, 31-year-old centre back. Eli in defence, 25 years old Brazilian. He's fine. He can stay. But yeah, our tackling is pretty poor throughout the entire team. That's not really what I want. I want my midfielders to be able to tackle. I want my defenders definitely to be able to tackle. Really, I want ranges-wise, I want 15s at least for all of my defenders and 12s for my central midfielders at least. So there's a little bit of work to do. There's a little bit of building. We're not going to get it all done this season, as I say, because we've only got £16 million, and that's nowhere near enough. I think it's good. I feel excited. I feel more excited about this than I did about the Liverpool job. It's not a very pressured environment. All of this season they want is to qualify for the Euro Cup and then challenge next season for a domestic cup. And then after that, just continue qualifying for the Euro Cup. Yeah, it's pretty, they don't have any particular way of playing that they want me to adhere to. All they really want is to make sure that we're getting good contracts for the players, that the wage budget isn't bananas, and that we sort of qualify for European competition each season, which I think is doable. European competition in Spain is anywhere from 1st to 7th, and considering we finished this season on 84 points, or they finished this season on 84 points, I think it's doable. How about the season before? 74 points. They've finished in the top 7 basically every season since the start of the game. So I think it's doable. Staff-wise, there's a lot to do staff-wise. I never understand. Every job I've gone into in this save, they've not had all the staff. They're working with 4 out of 9 possible coaches, which doesn't make no technical director, who I am going to be using because I've found someone who's very, very good at that job, and I'm going to actually see if he hires staff that makes sense. Yeah, like a lack of physios, lack of sports scientists, lack of recruitment analysts, 7 out of 10 scouts, 1 out of 4 performance analysts. There's just not enough staff. No club seems to keep an eye on their staff. The AI doesn't seem to bother with it, which is very strange to me. So I've already gone and found a bunch of staff. They'll be here in time for the next episode. So there we are. We haven't this season isn't over yet, so I don't know who we're playing in our first game of next season, but that's going to be the next episode. I'm going to do what I usually do and work through pre-season, work through the transfer window, and then the next episode will be the first game of the season, plus a run through of what we're doing tactically, a proper run through of who we've brought in, if anyone. We'll have a little look at the staff so we can see what they're doing and how good they are. We've got the Champions League to look forward to, so we're in that next season. We've got La Liga to look forward to as well. Hopefully, we'll get this top 4 finish, overachieve in our first season. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know what you thought down in the comments. Let me know what you think of the move to Atletico Madrid. Subscribe if you've not already subscribed, and I'll see you very, very soon for another episode of The Manager's Journey. Cheers. Bye.